Imagine sitting down, sipping a cup of coffee or tea, gazing out the window at a beautiful view, knowing that you are financially free. You can pursue the opportunities that excite you without worrying about money. Your life revolves around what you love, not financial obligations. In this journey toward financial freedom, there are times when we need that extra push of motivation. This is where the words of wise individuals come in handy, especially those who have walked the path of financial success. Their insights offer clarity, direction, and motivation. Today, I'll be sharing 5 financial quotes from very rich, successful people. These quotes will help you in your journey towards financial success. But wait, I know what you're thinking. I've heard these quotes before. Well, don't worry. Even if you've heard them before, hearing them again might just be the spark that ignites action. You may have heard these quotes before, but have you applied them? Have you let them sink in deeply enough to change your perspective and motivate you to take action? That's what I hope for today. So let's dive in, shall we? Number 1, the most important thing is to enjoy what you do. If you haven't done that, no amount of money is going to fix it. This quote reminds us that our career is a significant part of our lives and it should bring us joy. A career is more than just a way to earn a living. It's a place where we spend a substantial amount of our time. Therefore, it should be something that fulfills and satisfies us. As a Christian, I believe that God has given each of us unique abilities and passions to use in our careers. When we find a career that aligns with our gifts and interests, it becomes more than just a job. It turns into a source of fulfillment and satisfaction. Remember, a fulfilling career contributes significantly to our overall well-being and happiness, which is an essential part of financial success. When you wake up every morning excited about what lies ahead, you're more likely to approach your work with enthusiasm and dedication. This positive energy can lead to greater productivity and achievements, ultimately contributing to your financial success. Additionally, when you genuinely enjoy your career, you're more resilient in the face of challenges. Obstacles become opportunities for growth rather than setbacks. Remember, financial success isn't solely about money. It's also about finding joy and satisfaction in what you do. Now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and picture your ideal day. Imagine what you would be doing if money were not a concern. What activities would bring you the most joy and fulfillment? Consider the skills and passions you have. Are there ways to incorporate them into your career? How can you find a career that aligns with your values and interests? Perhaps it's time to explore new opportunities, acquire new skills, or reframe your current job in a more positive light. Whatever path you choose, remember to seek God's guidance and favor in your career decisions. Trust that He will lead you to a fulfilling and financially rewarding path. No, 2. The problem is, you trade your time for money. And then you turn around and trade that money for a little bit of happiness. So now you're trading your time for happiness. I don't think that's a smart trade. This quote highlights a crucial aspect of financial success, which is prioritizing experiences and happiness over material possessions. It encourages us to reflect on how we spend our time and resources, reminding us that time is our most valuable asset. Once spent, it cannot be recovered. We often fall into the trap of trading our precious time for money by engaging in jobs or activities that leave us unfulfilled. Then we use the money we earn to buy temporary happiness or material possessions that ultimately fail to bring lasting joy. However, according to Robert, this is not a wise way to live. Instead, we should strive to live a life that brings us happiness directly, whether or not there is money involved. How do we achieve this balance? Well, it starts with making conscious choices about how we spend our time. It means pursuing activities and hobbies that bring us genuine pleasure and investing in experiences that create lasting memories. It's about setting boundaries between work and personal life, so that we don't sacrifice our happiness for the sake of accumulating material possessions. So my question for you is, how do you spend your free time? Are you investing in experiences that bring you joy and fulfillment? Remember, financial success is not solely about amassing wealth. It's about living a life that brings happiness and satisfaction. By prioritizing our time and choosing how we spend it wisely, we can find contentment and enjoyment regardless of our financial status. As Christians, we must also consider the biblical perspective on wealth and possessions. Jesus taught us not to store our treasures on earth, where moths and vermin can destroy them, but to seek God's kingdom and righteousness, promising that these things will be given to us as well. This perspective challenges us to think beyond material possessions and focus on cultivating a prayed relationship with God and seeking His guidance in our financial decisions. No. 3. Money is like fire. It is a servant if you have control over it, but a master if you don't. This quote holds profound truth, emphasizing the importance of having control over our relationship with money. When we allow money to dictate our actions and priorities, it becomes our master. However, if we manage and direct it effectively, it serves us as a valuable tool to achieve our goals. Money itself is not inherently good or bad. It's our attitude and relationship with it that determine its influence in our lives. There are individuals who, despite having great wealth, find themselves enslaved by their own money. They constantly worry about losing it, which negatively impacts their peace and well-being. So how do we maintain control over our relationship with money? It begins with acknowledging our own attitudes and beliefs about money. Do we view it as a means to an end, or as an end in itself? It's essential to recognize any unhealthy attachments or fears we may have regarding money. Through prayer and self-reflection, we can gain clarity on our motivations and desires related to wealth. Another key aspect is establishing a healthy financial plan. This involves creating a budget, setting financial goals, and tracking expenses. Having a clear plan gives us a sense of direction and helps us make informed decisions about our finances. By setting realistic financial goals, we can stay focused and motivated without becoming consumed by the pursuit of wealth. Lastly, seeking wisdom from others is crucial. Surrounding ourselves with individuals who have a healthy relationship with money and seeking advice from mentors can guide us in managing our finances effectively. No, for you don't need to be smarter than the average person to make money. You just need to be a little bit smarter than the person you're dealing with. This quote implies that we don't necessarily need advanced knowledge or expertise to generate income. Instead, it emphasizes the importance of understanding basic financial concepts and being more knowledgeable than the person we re-interacting with in a financial context. For example, when it comes to borrowing money, it's essential to have a basic understanding of interest rates, loan terms, and repayment plans. By knowing these fundamentals, we can negotiate better deals and avoid predatory lending practices. Similarly, when it comes to investing, we don't need to be experts, but we should grasp the basics of different investment options and their potential returns. With this foundational knowledge, we can make informed decisions about where to invest our money wisely. Furthermore, having a good understanding of our personal finances, including budgeting, saving, and debt management, is crucial. By knowing our financial standing, we can make better decisions about our spending habits and work toward financial stability. As Christians, we also have a biblical guide in Proverbs 22:7, which states, "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender." This verse reminds us of the potential consequences of not being financially savvy. It encourages us to educate ourselves about money and take control of our financial situation rather than being controlled by it. No. 5. I am not afraid of an army of 1,000 monkeys with 1,000 years of practice. I am afraid of 10,000 monkeys with 10,000 years of practice. This quote underscores the significance of long-term persistence and patience in achieving success. Just as the mightiest warrior respects a disciplined and long-practicing army, we too must value consistent effort and perseverance in our pursuits. Often we are tempted to quit when faced with obstacles or delays in achieving our goals. However, as this quote suggests, long-term consistency and dedication can lead to remarkable outcomes. The idea that 10,000 monkeys with 10,000 years of practice can produce an impressive result signifies the power of sustained effort. Consider the journey of a musician who practices diligently for hours each day for years. Their commitment and perseverance eventually lead to recognition and success. Similarly, an athlete who trains consistently and patiently improves their skills, ultimately achieving victory and triumph. As Christians, we need to cultivate patience and endurance in our journey toward success. In James 5-7, the Bible encourages us to be patient, stating, "Be patient, therefore, brothers and sisters, until the Lord comes." Be patient. Resist the devil, and he will flee. This verse reminds us to endure patiently, resist temptations, and remain steadfast in our faith and goals. Patience is not merely waiting, but actively working toward our goals with unwavering persistence. It means persevering through challenges and staying committed to our values and principles. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. God is with you, ready to assist and guide you. Seek His wisdom and favor as you work toward your goals, trusting that His timing is perfect. Thank you for watching this video. If you found these quotes insightful, don't forget to share them with your friends and family. Together, let's inspire one another on the path to financial success and fulfillment.